Welcome to this Elden Ring DLC video breakdown. We got how to get overpowered without fighting any bosses, without dealing with any drama, so you can be ready for the DLC. Lock it in right in here with some great stuff. It's going to be a fun time to showcase it to you guys because I feel like some people deserve to have fun. It's not all about playing level 1 and using your eyebrows to beat bosses. So we want to try to give you the tips. If you need them, this is the place to get them. Before we get into that, I want to thank the community by announcing the giveaways. We have two of them: Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. It's going to be releasing, and we will be giving away copies of that, as well as Assassin's Creed Shadows. You can get that by commenting, liking, and subscribing. We'll pick winners from the comments and then announce it on the videos. So that's what you should look forward to. We just want to thank the community for the love and support. With that out of the way, this is pretty much a guide for anybody and everybody who wants to get into this DLC and just enjoy themselves, finding new weapons, fighting bosses, but not get one-shotted every single time. I did make some breakdowns on how you should get started, but this is the official grind out from the very beginning. When you enter the DLC, I will have the guide here that's going to take you to the promised land and give you everything you need, okay? Before we get started, the one thing that on my previous video breaking down how to level up and things like that, I actually am going to show you where to pick up the Scadutree fragments. If you don't know what that is and you didn't watch that video, basically the DLC has its own scaling system where it allows you to level up within the DLC in the Shadow Realm, and you're able to buff up your damage and reduce the damage you take. So it's pretty simple. It's basically, you're gonna be finding these throughout the world and they're gonna be very useful for you. So lock in, we're gonna showcase it to you right now. I'm gonna take you through the guide. When you start the game, this is where you'll be. I call it the grave plane, don't worry about the name. From this very section, you're gonna head over to the east side. You're gonna pick up multiple fragments, I'm gonna call them, but they're called Scadutrees. I don't like that name. We're gonna call them fragments. So you're gonna pick up the first fragment, and it's pretty basic. Again, there's no bosses. There's some enemies here and there scattered throughout the area, but if you're on your horse, you can skip past them. You'll head into the church, pick one up, and then you're gonna fast travel so you can go back around and get the next one, which is a little bit north, but it's still east. I have them both marked. You can pause it and pretty much just look at the map and pick the second piece up as well. All right, so there's two things you're going to be getting. You have the Revenant Spirit to be able to boost your torrent and your spirits, as well as your fragments, which are going to boost your damage as well. Now, right in here, you want to take out these enemies and they're going to drop something for you, which you can pick up, and that's going to be another fragment there for you. Again, fragments or the revered ashes for you. One of those two you're going to get. Now, straight from here, we want to take a pause as I was talking a little too much here. You're going to head to this ruin. If you don't have it unlocked, you just want to walk there. But basically, from this area, you're going to go on up, unlock this path as well, and this is going to again give you the goods, and you're going to keep on getting the goods, guys. This is where it's at. I want to try to pause it and give y'all a moment so you can pause it and then just find the location. And now you're heading up north from that location. You're going up towards the bridge, and you're going to get to the castle front. This is going to be a key place, okay? Castle front is going to be a number one, so remember that. Don't forget it. All right, from Castle Front, you're going to head through into the checkpoint of Castle Front. And this is where there's going to be some goodies for you guys in here. All right, so just follow the path. I'm showcasing the map so that you can understand what to do, but you can literally just do this on your own. Just see where it is on the map and then go from there. You don't have to listen to my full breakdown on step by step. It's not rocket science. Ride your horse, buddy. Ride your horse. So you're just going to keep pushing along. And again, as you go forward, there's plenty of places and things to get. This one's a little more complicated. I do have to break this down, so you want to rewind this as we go. It's a tough scenario to get up there, but once you hit this checkpoint right here in that area, you're going to move forward. Again, skipping all the enemies. All right, skip all the enemies. You don't really have to bother with most of them, but these guys right here with the pot sometimes drop some good stuff. I personally have gotten some good, so this is where you want to go next. And as we continue to get these fragments going forward, now from this very location, you're going to head up east and continue down the road. There's some easy ones like this one right here. You'll pick this up right away and you're good to go. Now, personally, fast traveling is the best method in my opinion, so you can get back to where you need to go, unlocking different graces as you go forward. So that is it right there. And from there, there's a couple very tricky ones that I want you to really pay attention. I might rewind it and showcase it to you because it's a little complicated, but this one's very easy. You get to this area, grab the spirit ash, and you're good to go. Now, from this location is a trick that I didn't even know, but you guys know me. I tend to hack and slash. So just like me, this footage is going to show you how to discover new things that might be strange going forward. But from this ash spot right here, I'm going to rewind that for a second so you can know where to go. It's important because you just want to keep on going south from the area, southeast, and you'll pick up this fragment as well. But just pay attention to the location, the pillar. And this is just your guide so you can have that full front. Again, you can use IGN and other places. They're out there, guys. If you don't want to watch a video, that's how you can find out where all these good things are. Now, from this location, this is where it gets tricky. From the Grave Plains, remember I told you guys to remember this one and the castle front. This is where things get interesting because there starts to be a couple of enemies you have to bypass, of course, but then there's certain locations that are a little more tricky. Basically, we're going to start trying to get away from the main boss and bypass them as well, basically, after we pick up a couple more goodies in this location. And so the first thing you want to do is come over here. You're going to find a weird thing on the floor. You're going to hit it, and then you'll be able to go from there to power yourself up. You're going to drop down. This is very critical right here, okay? You want to drop down, head up north when you get on this, all the way up high, and this is where we're bypassing the boss that I told you guys. Instead of fighting the first boss right away, you can go get all these fragments and revered ashes, and you should be good. You're going to go up to the second and get up top, and this is where now you're at the Atlas. Okay, there's going to be a grace, of course. We don't need to worry about that right now, but of course, hit the graces, guys. Come on now. And here you go. And again, you don't have to fight none of these enemies. You just want to run away and get yourself to the next item. Should be right up here after we hit this grace. So again, it's simple, not rocket science. This is stuff that I'm doing when I play through. Dropping down here, getting on my horse, and continuing the run as we go forward. And now we have all that unlocked. We're looking good for the moment. We're in the backside, as I said, of where the boss is. Originally, the boss would be here, but we don't have to fight him. We're going to be on the backside because we hopped around and did the little trickery. We're able to do anything and everything we want in that backside. And there's a lot more in there. I didn't get everything. This footage here is from a buddy who definitely killing it when it comes to helping me out with the content. So lock in. As I said, the main principle here is picking up the fragments everywhere I'm headed and then just dipping out of there. Now we're going a little south. We want to grab another goodie. And remember, you can stop at all the graces to have checkpoints, do everything you need to do. Don't rush. This is not about like who finishes it first. We're not playing the game for that. We're trying to have some fun, but this is the grind for me. I want to get at least decent enough to fight bosses where it's a challenge, but they're not one-shotting me. And this is going to do the job for you. You'll have a lot of overpowered elements that you can get. And of course, as you know, I did a video for the Wicker man that you saw there, but we just leaving him behind, and we're going from this location up into the river where there's another goodie for us going forward. Tons of good stuff, and this right here is just the breakdown. And I want to talk for a second and just stop here so you could see Scadutree blessings, aka the fragments, 8 of them. And then you got the revered spirit ash blessings, which is 3 right now, but those are for your torrents and for your spirit ashes. All right, those are the key things that you want to buff up. And what this does is makes the DLC location easier for you to combat and have a good time with, and not have to worry so much about this or that or anything like that. All right, but just a quick guide to get overpowered, to make you stronger, giving you the best you can. Again, I understand that some of these guides are a little more harder. Maybe I'll leave the IGN map so you can see it for yourself. Shout out to Jay for the hookup, and we're going to continue with this. By the way, guys, I want to give you all the giveaway, so make sure you subscribe and you comment so that when I announce the winner in the video, you can hit me up and get the prizes for yourself. Outside of that, we do have the beginner build guide, which is basically arcane, and no matter what build you make, you can have arcane as high as possible, because you're going to discover more items every time you take an enemy out. They'll drop some better things for you. You want that luck to be high, so make sure you do that. I'd have a guide video, should be popping up right now, plus a whole bunch of other Elden Ring stuff on the screen. Hope y'all enjoy it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.